Right, so this is an extremely special version of the podcast this week because I am joined by my wonderful client Jo, so she's actually been in the program, so the Strong Her program for 16 weeks now. And yeah, so over to you, Jo. If you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe how old you are and what you do for a living.
I'm 43 years old. I work for the Scottish Borders Council doing farm inspections for feed hygiene legislation. Um, get out and about, but then I do sit on my arse doing computer work. And I've got a Shire horse called Eric, my other half, and I have two dogs, which are a bit sort of mental reprobates. So I try and get out and walk them. But Donald stole me. He's a border reaver. So I was stolen from Englandshire, and I've been here for what, 3.5 years. And I used to be in my youth, sort of like 9.5 stone. And then life just hit you once you've learnt to drive the car properly. So I wasn't walking and cycling everywhere, and I was just getting a bit of a chunker. Um, Mental health issues over the years have kind of led me to either not eat or eat far too much. And I was getting to the stage where it's like, I need some help. I can't do this on my own anymore. And then I found you.
Yeah. So talk me through it then. So what was the reason we obviously ended up in conversation. What was the reason behind you going, right, okay, I actually feel like I can't do this on my own. What had you tried, if anything? And what was kind of your main goal to go, right, okay, this is why I really want to reach out and get a fitness coach now?
It was getting to the stage where I was trying not to eat certain things, and then you get really bad withdrawal symptoms because you cut something out completely, and then you see somebody else eating something, and you're just like, and then you have a really bad day, hit the fuck it button, and eat lots of chocolate and shit. So I was just like, I need to kind of rein this in a bit. Plus, I got lots of really nice clothes that I can't get my fat ass into. So my mum had a dress made for my 21st, and that is my goal to get back into that and be trim and toned again and ha get rid of the fat. So we're getting there, we're progressing.
That's it. And I remember you telling me that story actually about the dress and that being a really important part of it for you and kind of going, right, okay, actually. And then talk us through the mental health challenges, because obviously it's something a lot of women suffer with and it's not really spoken about a lot. So, like, only what you're happy to share, obviously, but how do you feel like actually coming into this program has helped with the mental health side of things?
Well, I was diagnosed with depression back in 2005, and it was kind of a struggle because I was in my early 20s and life had happened, and you felt like you couldn't share it with people because it's all this taboo. And then sort of been on antidepressants ever since, but at the moment I'm doing all right. I'm having to be kept steady, as it were, but sort of gone through divorce and rubbish relationships. But this group that the Strong Her is just amazing because there's lots of like-minded women and it's a safe space for you. You can talk or as much as little as you want. You're not pressured. It's just an awesome group of ladies, and we all support each other. And if you've not managed to do something or you think you're going backwards, then you just kind of reach out and you're just supported by everyone, which is really, really helped me. And there are some days you think, oh, I'm struggling, I'm kind of losing the will, sort of thing. But I then reach out to you and the girls, and yeah, I just kind of push on through. And I can't believe it was like mid-July and now it's it's November. It's just scary where time's going.
That's it. I mean, it does. This is it. I mean, it is a true thing, though, isn't it? Time's going to pass anyway. And the amount of women who think, right, I'm going to do something like the January New Year, New Me crew, where they're going, right, I'm going to do something about this. And then you suddenly go, well, it's July. Now it's November. And they just don't get off the fence and nothing changes. So talk us through it then. So you came into the program. Hope you don't mind me sharing this. You came in at 76 kilos. You've obviously been in for 16 weeks and you are now 65 kilos. So you've lost 11 kilos, which is, for the sake of argument, 25 pounds. How does that make you feel?
It's actually quite astounding, and people have noticed that I'm losing it. And because obviously I don't see my friends very often down in Lancashire, in the roundabouts, and they're like, "Oh, you've lost weight," and I'm like, "Really?" So yeah, it's quite a nice feeling, and also I can get in some of my nice clothes again. Yay! So I can wear my nice dresses and my nice shirts and trousers, and not just jeans and a hoodie to hide everything. So yeah, it's because the first week it was quite astonishing. It's like 2.5 kilos went. Woohoo! But as I say, it's like as you've discussed in the program, it's like a lot of water weight and that kind of thing. And then you get down to the nitty gritty, and it's steady, but it's not all these sort of people that, oh yeah, you can lose X amount in a week. What a load of shite. So it's just not healthy. And this is like a steady program, and it's you're teaching us about nutrition. Okay, I'm a food technologist by trade, but even then I was eating crap. But yeah, it's just you're there to help everybody and your nutrition and your steps, and I'm trying to be more active even though my legs buggered, but we're getting there. So we pull ourselves out of the hole and we get up the road with the dogs, and yeah, we
Yeah.
just keep on going. So yeah, I've got another aim in 5 kilo, and it's not going to happen overnight, but it's just steady away.
This is it. It's just chipping away at it every single week and teaching you the lifestyle way of doing it. Because yeah, you know what? There are quicker ways. There are, but they're significantly more detrimental. 9 times out of 10, they don't actually teach you anything. They're majorly restrictive about the fact, like, I mean, how do you feel about the fact we don't restrict you in terms of what you can make your calories up with? You've got your macros, you understand your protein, your fats, and your carbs, and you actually get to decide how you want to make that up. Do you enjoy that kind of freedom with being able to make those decisions?
Oh, definitely, because you're thinking you're not restricted to sort of eating dried cardboard and just crap on it. And it's just like, yeah, I eat steak, I eat pies, but it's all in moderation and it's quite entertaining. I mean, there's Donald laughs at me when I'm there scanning all my food and weighing it out and everything, but it works and it's a long-term thing. And I'll probably carry on doing that, for forevermore because it's just sort of, I like kind of being able to control that kind of thing. So it's, yes, some days I'm over it, but that's life, isn't it? And sometimes you're
Yeah.
like, ah. But on the whole, it's kind of balancing it out, and then you throw your workouts and your walking, etc. And obviously, I've done something right because I've been following your advice and I've dropped the weight. Yay!
This is it. And you are like a beacon of hope for other women going, right, okay, actually, you know what? I'm making it work, and this does genuinely work. So had you done any real strength training before you came into this program?
Not really strength training. Years and years ago, I used to go to the gym and on the treadmill and the exercise bike, and it was just monumentally dull.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was shown how to do the weights, but I didn't really have any confidence with that. So it's just like run in, run out, and that was it. But no, because obviously I've got my weights at home. So yeah, I'm not very keen of going into the open world of people. But I've got my weights at home and I've got I've got a stepping machine which I'm gonna dig out because that's buried at the moment. But then yeah, you can do stuff at home. You can watch the TV as you're doing it, or as I say, with the dogs, increasing your steps. So we are, it doesn't have to be a gym session, or you can do it at home. So it's kind of you can do both if you want, but obviously I chose that path, and so far so good.
That's it. And that's what's really important as well, because I think so many women think, oh, I've got to go to the gym. And not everybody's got access to the gym. Not everybody wants to go to the gym because obviously gym fear is a real thing. And it's like this feeling of like, oh, well, how can I actually do it at home? But the program allows for you to make a huge amount of progress and development even at home as well. So do you enjoy the strength training side? Do you enjoy feeling empowered, lifting weights, knowing that it's doing wonders for your body?
Oh yeah, it's sort of getting to obviously I'm still in the process of sorting one of the rooms out, so sometimes you kind of feel a bit squished up, and then you got the dogs going, "I'll help you." But yeah, it's sort of the measurements that we do each week for the check-in. It's obviously changing because things are reducing, and then hopefully once I've lost the fat that I'm wanting to, I can build it up and then get the strength and the tonedness back. And it's obviously long-term sustainable, so we'll go for it.
This is it. And it's that thing of like it becomes so much more important for us as women as we obviously reach our 30s to go, right, okay, and then in our 40s, then in our 50s, like it becomes so much more paramount for us to actually start moving our bodies, but actually making them stronger. Have you noticed a difference in your strength since before you joined the program to now?
Well, when I was younger, I used to do a lot of horse riding, gymnastics, heavy lifting for helping family doing the building of the extension. So I was fairly strong anyway, but I was, well, I've been told I've got different bone joint issues, but now that I've dropped the weight and I'm strengthening it up again with the weights and the walking, I'm feeling that I'm getting that strength back that I'd obviously kind of lost from not really being as active as I was when I was a teen. But now I'm getting back to it, and yeah, I'm still fairly strong in some respects, but yeah, to strengthen my sort of my core and my lower back, that's the main thing. So to get hopefully rid of the pain.
Yeah, and that's it. And it is a primary thing that we can actually be doing, especially again, I feel like the back pain, the core, they are important things that sometimes we overlook, but they're often the areas that actually we really want to address and make them better. So what's been the highlight of the program for you, Joe? Like what's been the thing that you think, yeah, that's the most enjoyable part for me?
Um, well, apart from sort of like the obvious ones of stepping on the scales and seeing the needles or the digits go down, yay. It's so if we do, the Zoom calls we do on a Monday. Okay, I can't make every single one. I try my best to get there, but it's just nice to speak with you and the other ladies or the group chats that we have, and we have a bit of a laugh and a bit of banter, and it's just I don't know, it feels like a sense of community and sort of even though obviously I'm in the Scottish borders, you're in Nottinghamshire, and there's ladies all over the country and the world, it kind of all come together, so it's quite I feel like a little family, so it's quite nice that way.
That's exactly what we want as well. We want all women, all different walks of life, where we just share this common goal of actually wanting to get fitter, getting stronger, drop the body fat. Because I mean, I've been there. I was in a place in lockdown where it didn't feel great. So it's like I've been on that journey, and I want to take as many of you guys on it. And yeah, I mean, you've obviously the fact that you've lost as much as you have is just testament to you doing the work and following what you've been told. So what would you say if anyone was thinking about coming into the program and they were thinking, oh, I might give this a go? What would you say to them?
Don't dilly-dally and piss out about, just do it. Just get in touch with Ash because you're lovely and you're personable. It's kind of like I feel like I've known you for quite some time, but even though in that short space of time, and you don't mince your words, neither do I. I tell it like it is. You don't. There's no airs or graces, and that's how I am. And you have banter and everything, but it's at the end of the day, if you've got an issue, you can just come to you. You don't have to think, oh crap, it's somebody I can't speak to. And everybody has their issues, I know, including yourself, but we all kind of pull together. And, people, if you're wanting to do something about it, then there's only you to do something. You can't, nobody else can make you do it. So you've
Yeah,
got to want to and just stick on that path because, it's just, I can't believe like a check-in comes around again and it's like, that's another week gone. And it's progress, but it's just like, oh, wow, it's kind of family time with the girls in the group. And yeah, it's really good.
that's amazing. Honestly, thank you so much for joining us, Joe. Massively appreciate that. So, anyone that's thinking about it, just get in touch with me. Like I say, we're always here with open arms and we appreciate your time, Joe. Thank you.
No problem. Take care.